Right, let's talk about America. Because honestly, every time I look at the news, I feel like I've accidentally turned into a series finale, and spoiler alert, nobody's making it out alive. Warships off Venezuela. So, America's parked warships off Venezuela. For drug cartels, apparently, which is odd. Because if they really wanted to stop drugs flooding into the US, they'd start by invading California. Imagine the Navy pulling into Malibu. Drop the kale smoothie, ma'am, and step away from the yoga mat. Meanwhile, at the CDC, they've sacked the director for believing in vaccines, of course, because in the US, science is now considered a bit woke. The new guy doesn't even have a medical background, just enthusiasm. That's not the qualification now. Mate, do you know how viruses work? Not a clue, but I did once win a pub quiz about dinosaurs. Perfect, you're in. Tariffs ruled illegal. So, a US appeals court has ruled that Trump's massive tariffs were illegal. Illegal, which means for years, Americans have basically been paying extra tax on Chinese garden gnomes for absolutely no reason. That's not economic policy, that's daylight robbery with paperwork. Trump says removing them will destroy the country, mate. The only thing being destroyed is democracy. So Trump's giant global tariffs, a court just ruled them illegal, which means Americans have been paying double the Chinese tax off Amazon for years. And Trump says scrapping them will destroy the country. Mate, if a three-phone charger from Shenzhen is all that's holding America together, you're lost. Diplomatic envoys gone wild. Then you've got Trump's ambassadors. One's interfering in Greenland again. Because apparently America looked at a giant block of ice and thought, yeah, we'll have that. Another insulted France, then skipped the meeting where he was supposed to apologise. And in Turkey, the ambassador actually called people animalistic, which is bold from a country where people put cheese in a can. Sprayable dairy. That's not diplomacy, that's evolutionary regression. And in Louisiana, they spent 680 million on a wetlands restoration project, then cancelled the whole $3 billion plan. Imagine that meeting. Boss, the sea's rising. Should we build the barriers? Nah, mate. Just teach the shrimp to swim higher. Obama's come back to her. Obama's back, phoning up young Democrats like a political granddad. Hi son, saw your speech, proud of you. Now don't forget your jacket, it gets chilly when fascism sets in. You just know somewhere's Biden's watching like, wait, does this mean I can go home? And then there's the flesh-eating parasites. They've returned. First case in years. Over here, we just call that a bad kebab. In America, it's an actual worm crawling under your skin. And the government solution? Release sterile flies. That's it. Not medicine, not vaccine flies. Only in America could pest control double as healthcare. You go in for an operation and they hand you a bug zapper. So to sum it up, tariffs, illegal, ambassadors feral, wetlands cancelled, Obama doing ring rounds, and parasites eating people alive. And somehow, the only things Americans still call terrifying is free healthcare. Good luck.